relax a little bit, he's definitely going to get exposed at the back, okay? So usually you make sure that it's at the center. Okay, so this draping is kind of tricky. So in your textbook, it has the bunny draping. That one you're definitely going to easily expose your client. So usually I don't do that one, okay? So what I usually do, I'm going to do the same thing with the diagonal, and then I'm gonna grab from the back, okay? So the standing position, so that's where I'm standing right now. Even though I'm doing this draping, the leg is right there, I'm gonna stand on the patient's back, okay? With their back when you're standing. So his leg is too far away from me, so I need the patient to move a little bit closer to me. So bring your hip closer to my side. Perfect, a little bit more. You're not gonna drop, that's okay. All right, so whenever you're moving the client, remember you're gonna sit standing right beside. If he falls, you're gonna block him. And also there's a cue, if he goes too far, then he will hit me, he's not gonna move further, okay? That's for safety. You can do this in your exam as well, because when I was taking the exam, guys, that's more than 10 years ago, okay? So the table was pretty wide, okay, for me. And then also it's pretty high, because they need to more cater for people, for the Canadians, usually taller, okay? So feel free to ask the patient to get closer to you and everything, okay? So the next thing you're gonna do the same thing. You're going to bring this up. And how far do I go is I'm going to go to where the knee is for this one, okay? You can relax your knee a little bit more here. Okay, see that I'm keep getting rid of those extra fabrics. That's important. And then what you are going to do once you get to the knee here, you have this diagonal here, okay? So now he's like wearing a skirt. And then you are going to bring your hand in and ask the patient to lift your legs slightly off the table, and then quickly bring the sheet up here, okay? And not done yet. After you bring this sheet here, so usually this sheet will be so big you can make a fan around, okay? So after you always keep this tight, okay, so that you will not expose the client. And then next thing you're going to do, you're going to get rid of this extra fabrics as well. So you're holding this at the same time you get rid of those extra fabrics. Okay, now I can see my line clearly. The next thing, you are going to put this two sheets in a V shape on the lateral side of his thigh. Okay, put this V shape here. Very important, if you put the V shape here, that's most what I saw on most people. The risk is you're going to, this is the highest point, you're going to expose the buttock area. So you're going to bring it to the side, okay, to the lateral side. We call this the IT band actually. Okay, get rid of some of those extra fabrics. As long as you keep this pinned down, hold on, you are not exposing the client no matter what he does, okay? Because this is like a pen wrapping around him, so he's not going to get exposed, okay? You can relax. Okay, very important to hold that and hold this. I don't know why this is not long enough. Maybe he's taller. So usually this will go all the way up to here, this fabric here, okay? So then it's enough to cover the leg and also enough to cover the buttock area. Okay, so next you're going to ask the patient to lift the knee off the table a little bit again. So lift your knee off again. And then you start pulling by pulling these two fabrics that you have. Okay, so only pulling from the side, nothing here. Don't try to, oh, I'm gonna pull, and then put your finger here. No, okay, you're pulling from the side. If you really need to pull something here, make sure that you are pulling on the sheets. You're not touching anything in the middle part, okay? But most of the time I like to pull from the side. Okay, greater trochanter right here. You can relax. So what is going to happen now after you get to your point? Usually I will have the underwear for me to tuck in. I'm missing that. Where is my underwear? So you're going to tuck into the underwear. Oh. 1 and then 2.
So if no underwear, so we...
No underwear, use the towel. Pretend he has no underwear.
All guys go shopping. buy new boxer, please.
So no underwear, you're going to pretend, and you're going to make your line by this too, okay? And next thing you're going to do, you're going to bring a towel, and then you're going to put the towel, stuck it in here, and then you're going to wrap it at the back here. That's why I said it's going to expose on the bottom, okay? So usually after you put the sheets on, the first thing I do, I'm going to make a fan covering all this, okay? Because he's a little bit taller, there's not enough sheet. But usually this buttock will get covered as well. Okay, but now in the OSCE, you will definitely have underwear for tuck in, okay? OSCE exam, definitely underwear. So you're going to tuck in. So if you tuck it properly, you actually should go this bottom one first. Down. 1, and then the second one layer on the top, that's your number 2. Okay?
OSCE is a boxer or the triangle?
The triangle one.
Okay.
Nobody is going to wear a boxer to make it life difficult for you, okay, in the OSCE. They are going to make it very easy for you, and then you tuck in here so that the buttock is exposed but not supposed to be, okay? This should be a little bit bigger. So this is